You might not know how many times we hold elections here in Mason, or what the difference between fiscal and monetary policy is, or what exactly is a bureaucrat. But that's okay, at least for now. But once you and me become adults, we're going to need to start making real choices about what happens in our government, because that will start to affect us every day. It's vital that we participate in our democracy now, and you learn how to participate in the democracy now, or else you'll become one of the 39% of Americans who didn't even vote in the 2016 presidential election.
Hey guys, we're out here in the halls today and we're gonna ask some students what they know about our democracy. How many people are in the United States Senate?
10?
What are the qualifications to become a U.S. Senator?
Don't you have to be like 18?
Oh man. All right, what is a bureaucrat?
I'm gonna just say someone in the government. I really don't know, man. It's kind of
What is the political party of the United States president?
Republican. Wait.
As you just saw, many students here at MHS don't actually know much about democracy. We saw in polls that most people are dissatisfied with our government, and that's due to the fact that we really don't know much about democracy and how we can participate, which causes us to be dissatisfied because we can't fix it.
Something that we all can relate to is college costs are extremely high, and they just keep getting higher. So something that we can do and why it matters to get involved in democracy is voting to prevent these cost increases from keep going up. Right now, the youngest generation is the lowest percentile of people who actually vote. So the older people aren't voting for college costs to go down, they're voting for Medicare costs and for increased tax funding on Medicare. So we really need to get our votes out so that the government is representing us just as much as it's representing those older generations.
I'm here to talk to you about 3 different types of participation in our democracy. First, we have conventional participation, which is some things like voting, volunteering, giving a campaign donation, and things like that. Then, there's unconventional participation, such as protesting, having a demonstration, just making a petition, making people mad. That's some unconventional participation. Then, you have illegal participation, which is things like bombing government buildings, killing people you disagree with, things you shouldn't do. Don't get involved in democracy that way. But the reason you do any of these 3 methods is so you can change the outcome of your government and get the results that you want for yourself and your country.
Well, you might be wondering how a kid like you or me can participate in democracy. The best way to participate is through conventional means. So you can go to things like school board meetings and city council meetings. I was most recently recognized at a school board meeting, and I noticed there were a lot of kids there who are only there to get class credit for some of their classes. And if you go to even more school board meetings or watch the live streams or city council meetings, you can really get more of a sense of how local government functions rather than just our federal government that you see in the news. And really, you can also look at unconventional methods, so you can share things on social media, share your opinion, bring attention to an issue, because as we know, our generation really has grasp social media in both positive and negative ways. But if you can use social media in a positive way to impact change in your community, even though you can't vote, you can really still influence your government. Additionally, once you turn 18, you can vote. And voting is probably the best way to participate in any democracy. Ms. Miller also offers voting registration in class and during school. So when you're 18 and you're eligible, you can talk to her to easily get registered.
Another way how to be involved in democracy is to stay updated on the news. And if you're going to stay updated on the news, you need to make sure that you're media literate. This means that you read multiple sources and make sure you're not reading fake news. The way you can do this is horizontal reading, which means you must read multiple sources on the same news story. Make sure you're reading or watching reliable sources. And make sure that you're not just reading or watching a biased source like CNN or Fox. It's important to read both sides. That way you know both sides and are not getting into this deep pit of just one-sided information to make sure that you're unbiased and you know the real facts.